Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where we are currently planning on attacking Cherokee a little bit, as well as Ojibwa, and Ethiopia and Colombia. Come on guys, you'll be okay. We're also expanding our armies rather dramatically, which is why our manpower is so low, but that's okay. We will get that back up relatively quickly. We're just waiting at this point for our expansions to finish up, so we're pretty much in position to fight the Native Americans in this region. Oh, hello. Burgers would lose loyalty. Do we care? No, we do not. Fantastic. So we're transporting some troops up over to Ethiopia and Canada up here. There's a revolt over in this region. We can deal with that. All of these guys, they're going to be grouping up over here. That's fine. We'll just group them in afterwards. So this is a rather large expansion of our armies. There's no doubt about that. We've successfully converted some heretics. That's not unusual. We're doing that a lot. We can grab a Miltech, and we absolutely are going to do that so that we have that sweet plus 50% to our supply limits. That is absolutely massive. That does put us 13 years ahead of time for our Miltech. And I believe 32 is the cap. So we're going to definitely aim to be at 32. Bosnian separatists over here, huh? That's bold. Okay. So we won that. We're going to bring these guys on over, although we're still waiting on 2 units of artillery. They're almost done. I think we're going to wait on those. So let's head up over into our armies section over here. I'm just checking. Yeah, we're still waiting on a unit of artillery for most of these. We're going to need to find a station point for a lot of these armies, but that's okay. So like these guys here, they're an 80k stack. They're the European 2nd. They're supposed to be over in this region. Supply limit is 88 here, so that will be fine. Excellent. For these guys, we're still waiting on some more troops to come in. You can see we have a lot of troops being raised. I want to check in on our status over here. Okay, that's still very much a work in progress. Over here is as well. I believe we have not queued up 40 over here. That was 45. That was a few too many. We're going to do something like this. It should put us to 40. Yes, indeed. And then we're going to also bring this up to 40. That does put us over our force limit by a pretty dramatic amount, actually. I'm surprised by that. But okay. I don't mind being over our force limit. It's not like we're short on cash or anything. So these guys can head back to their station point. Rebellion over there. Okay. We are going to need to expand this army as well. We'll get that started and then start walking over. Excellent. These guys aren't expanding. There we go. Excellent. We'll have to keep an eye on our finances. These guys aren't expanding either. Now they are. So yeah, we'll definitely have to keep an eye on our finances here. Make sure that we're not going too far in terms of our going over our force limit. We may end up getting to that point. We'll see. So the first Nordic is taking attrition here. This is kind of expected that we're going to be taking attrition in a lot of these locations. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, we could always build like a supply depot. Cost military power. I think that's okay. So what does that put that supply limit at? 77. Well, that's better. Not necessarily great, but better. And for that last one, that gives us military tactics, artillery fire, and artillery shock. Okay. Good to know. But not necessarily ideal. Okay. So we are definitely growing our armies. There's no doubt about that. There are a few armies over here that aren't grown yet, like this one. We'll go ahead and grow that. What are you at? Supply limit of 74. Actually, there's a place here that's 83. So that is great. We're going to check. I doubt there's anywhere on Madagascar that we can safely station these guys without taking just huge attrition ticks. Yeah, not so much. Anywhere along the mainland coast? Not so much. Okay, we'll build a supply depot here, and we'll also pop in a leader like that. That didn't help as much as I had hoped, but it did help. So that's the thing. These guys are going to need to be moved to Malindi. It's only 60. Okay. This may be an overexpansion of our military. I was expecting that we would have more than this in terms of our force limits. We may have to split these in half and have them be like, for example, this would be the African 3rd First Division, and then this would be the African 3rd 2nd Division. And we'll go with Div 2. Like that. Okay. And then we'll split this in half. And this would be the African 2nd. This would be Div 1. And then this would be the African 2nd Div 2. Div 2. Like that. I mean, that's going to take a fair amount of work to get that all done. But they would then be designed to stay together like one province apart. So that's the African 7th Div 1. And the African 7th Div 2. 7th Div 2. Or maybe we should call it like Div A and Div B. I actually like that better. Div A, Div B. So that way we have the army differential be a number and the division differential be a letter. Yeah, I don't hate that. So that's Div B there. We're going to need to go through and do that for a lot of different locations. For right now, I think we'll... Okay, there's some separatists there. We'll deal with them on the way back. We do have a lot of recruitments still on the way in. Let's check in on our... Okay, even with heavy reinforcement going on, we are still making a good amount of money. So I don't think money is really a concern here. But let's just wait until our armies are fully recruited here before we start making those organizational changes. Let's just get them grouped up. For those that are completed, like the 3rd Colonial, we should probably go ahead and get this started. So this would be the 3rd Colonial Div A. That barely fits. This would be the 3rd Colonial... And actually, one thing that I was noticing is I've been inconsistent in whether it's the number region or region number, like African 5th, 1st British. This would be a good opportunity to fix that. So we should then be doing Colonial 3rd Div A. And this would be the Colonial 3rd Div B. So we'll do Colonial 3rd Div B, like that. Okay. Is that going to be what this episode is? It'd be awkward if it was. We're going to need to definitely split up our colonial armies, so ASAP. So this would be the Colonial 1st, Div A, and then this one would be the Colonial 1st, Div B. I feel like we can't go to war without getting this done, because we're going to have a massive drain on our manpower if we do. Just attrition everywhere. These are not yet ready to be split up. The European 6th, however, is, The European 6th is supposed to be stationed in Macedonia. There's actually enough supply limit there that doesn't need to be split up, but everywhere around it, it's going to be taking massive attrition. So we're going to be doing this with the European 6th Div A, and this will be the European 6th Div B, 6th Div B, and this will allow us to even further expand our military if we so chose. I mean, realistically, I think in Europa that's not going to happen because we've got so little time left. But I have no idea what this is going to look like in Vicky. This may be wasted work in Vicky. African 5th Div A, and we're going to call this... Wait, that's African? No, Asian 5th Div A. Okay, I was slightly confused there. Asian 5th Div B. So yeah, this just gives us an opportunity to standardize this a little bit. So let's just tick forward a little bit now that a lot of these are no longer going to be taking attrition, and so hopefully they are slightly better. We're actually going to split in half here. We're going to leave half of this force to cap that back, and we're going to take the other half over here. We will convert, like so. And then let's check out the African 6th here. Yeah, we definitely need to allow it to move forward a little bit. That was in Wadai. Up over here. Okay. We'll send the African 3rd Div A after it. The A division. Excellent. Now the Asian 2nd here obviously needs to be split. And so we shall. So this would be the Asian 2nd Div A. And then this would be the Asian 2nd Div B. Like that. I just don't want to be taking so much attrition. The Arabian 1st should be located back over here. And we'll call this the Arabian 1st Div B. And then you will be the Arabian 1st Div A. Wonderful. In the meantime, the Asian 6th might be something that we can work on. We need to send this force over here, though. Okay, these rebels are taken care of, and we're going to send these guys just straight on back. Excellent. Let's check in on our income. We're doing okay on that front. On our manpower, we're doing okay on that front too. Great. Let's check in on our colonial armies, see how they're doing. Battle of Kabul over here has been concluded. That's fine. We definitely need to split these up. So this is a 2nd colonial, which will of course get renamed to the Colonial 2nd. Colonial 2nd Div B. And then this one would be the Colonial 2nd Div A. Colonial 2nd Div A. Like so. And then we'll split this one as well. This will be the Colonial 4th Div A. And then this one would be the Colonial 4th Div B. Colonial 4th Div B. Excellent. Okay, so our colonial armies are reasonably ready to go for this war. That is definitely something that we need to consider. We have done more conversion. There we go. Let's just go ahead and get these guys in position over here. And all of these armies are designed to stay within like one tile of each other. So we can send these two, say, up over here. Although we shouldn't. Because these are not fully built up yet. They'll get there. So like this army should come over here. And we have one unit of cannon here that should come over here. And then we have one more unit of cannon, actually, that should come here. So we're just going to move this one over. And then these are going to be ready to go. The Asian 6th should probably be split up as well. So this is the Asian 6th Div A. And then this one would be the Asian 6th Div B. Asian 6th Div B. Excellent. There's still a number of these, like the Asian 3rd, that didn't get expanded. Let's go ahead and get that expanded up. Excellent. The 2nd Nordic is still actually constructing. Actually, it's not constructing. These are on their way in. That's okay. The 1st Nordic... Are you taking attrition here? No, you are not. Okay. I think we're just going to get this all completed here. And now we're going to get these into position. So we're going to send these 2 armies up over this way. Or rather, this 1 army, 2 divisions. And then I think we'll send a pair of divisions over here. So that would be our overall invasion plan, as we just attack through here. Ethiopia and Canada and Cascadia can help us out on this end, in theory. Then, of course, over here, we're pretty much ready to go. Excellent. So we got a lot of our armies ready to go. What is this 9th army? Oh, yeah, that is all intended to be grouped together. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and split up the European 2nd. So we'll call this the European 2nd Div A. And the European 2nd Div B. Like that. We'll also split up the European 4th. We'll call that the European 4th Div A, and naturally, this is not going to surprise anyone, this will be called the European 4th Div B. Excellent. We've gotten a lot of these done. There's no doubt about that. We definitely need to split up the European 3rd. Div A. And in what is definitely going to come as a shock to absolutely everyone, this is going to be the European... This is what, the 3rd? Yeah. European 3rd Div C. Actually, V, because I typoed it. No, it's Div B. Fantastic. We gained a province. Okay. Well, a Accord province, anyway. We'll group this up. There we go, and we'll split that. And this is going to be the Asian 1st Div A. And this is going to be the Asian 1st Div B. 1st Div B. Fantastic. Okay, we still have a few more of these to do. And some of them are still recruiting in. But that's okay. These colonial nations... Oh, that's nice. We somehow missed them, but whatever. Oh, the Madagascar guys. We definitely need to split this up. This is the African 1st Div A. And this one will be the African 1st Div B. 1st Div B. Fantastic. Now, I think we're pretty much ready to attack these guys. Do we want to declare on the Cherokee? Or do we want to declare on the Ojibwe? Definitely the Cherokee, and then we do not co-belligerent the Ojibwe. Sounds good. We're going to do an Imperialism CB here. Are we set up? Are we in position? Not quite. Okay, we'll allow this to tick forward a little bit longer. We got 1,000,000 cores there. That's great. We are definitely happy to see 1,000,000 cores. The 1st Nordic can be split up, and absolutely should be. So this is going to be the 1st Nordic Div A, and then this would be the 1st Nordic Div B. Nordic Div B. There we go. The Indian 1st, we are going to split that. This will be the Indian 1st Div A, and the Indian 1st Div B. I wonder if all this renaming is going to import. Wouldn't that be awkward? I go through all this work and all this organization just to have it be like 117th Army. That would be awkward. This is the African 4th. I don't know why I deleted that, but it is. So this would be Div A, and then this would be the African 4th Div B. African 4th Div B. Wonderful. We're making progress. The European first can go ahead and get split up as well. European first, div A, and European first, div B. That's not how you spell. European first, div B. There we go. Excellent. There's still a few armies that aren't split up yet, but we're just about in position. I guess we'll just finish this up. So as far as the second Nordic goes, that is, of course, Division A. And second Nordic, Division B. So we can also theoretically work on expanding these, but each of these is half of a combat width, and they are intended to be utilized as such. This is the African 6th, Div A, and the African 6th, Div B. African 6th, Div B. Wonderful. European 5th, let's go ahead and let's just finish this. European 5th, Div A, and European 5th, Div B. European 5th, Div B. Excellent. The Indian 2nd, it kind of needs to be split. That'll be Div A, and the Indian 2nd, Div B. That should be capitalized. There we go. The British will, of course, also be split up. First British, Div A, and First British, Div B. Wonderful. The Asian 3rd is still being reinforced. The African 5th will split that up as well. This is the African 5th, Div A, and finally, the African 5th, Div B. We are almost done here. African 5th, Div B. Wonderful. The only one that we have left now... Well, we've got this going on. This is a little awkward. These guys need to come over here. Yeah, that's definitely a little on the awkward side. Let's get all that grouped up. And I think we're ready to declare this war, right? Or very close to it. We are ready. And so we shall. This is going to be an Imperialism CB, and we are going to be declaring on the Cherokee. We are not going to be co-belligerenting the Ojibwe, but we're still going to be taking their territory. Where is the Cherokee capital? This is the Cherokee capital. Convenient. We will immediately begin pushing in towards the Cherokee capital over here. And we will push in over this way. And over this way. Again, all of these are designed to be operated in pairs, like this. Sure, they'll be taking a little attrition here or there, but they won't be taking anywhere near the attrition we would be otherwise taking. This over here is still grouping up, and will need to get split, but we're going to wait until it's fully grouped for that. Excellent. Revolutionary ideas, huh? Counter-revolutionaries. Excellent. I do not want a revolution. That would be awkward. This army is still having troops trickle in. Hang on a moment. This is a 70k stack, but this is 25 cannons. Okay. These cannons were already made. That is clear. We should expand this into another army, or just disband it, actually. We should just disband it for the reason that we are over our force limit. Pretty dramatically, actually. It's costing us 200 ducats per month. Oh, the horror. Okay, we're going to do some conversion. We got that sorted out. I do want to tick forward a little bit longer here. We're going to head up over there. Again, all of these are intended to stay within one tile of each other so they can reinforce very quickly if necessary. We'll just push in over this direction. This is not going to be within one tile of each other, awkwardly enough, but it'll have to do. Okay. Just waiting on these to get grouped up. That's what I want. That's the goal for this episode, is to get these guys grouped up and split up. Okay. We're waiting on 4 more units. We're waiting on 3 more units. We won the siege. So we're just going to continue pushing through the Cherokee holdings over here. We do have the war goal now. So that is great. We're going to head over here. And I guess we're going to head to this location. Do some more conversion. Fantastic. And I guess we'll push in over here. We're a little split up, but it's not the end of the world. We're waiting on 1 more unit to be raised over here. Oh, they're attacking our holdings over here. Fair enough. I mean, we kind of expected that to happen. Now, these guys should be pushing down this direction. That's fine. We'll push it into Ojibwa. And this all seems good. We are kind of swarming this region at this time. Okay. I'm fine with this. We're going to push down over this direction. Actually, we'll head into Connecticut. Wonderful. Just wondering... Okay, this guy's on his way in. Fantastic. Yep, we're just going to take a lot of territory here. What is even our goals? Well, I'll outline that in the next episode, since I'll be restarting the game between now and then, I think. We'll go ahead and convert. Excellent. And we're just grabbing a bunch of territory over here. We're pushing towards this fort right now. And in fact, let's just head directly there. Excellent. And now, the Asian Third is good. So we're going to have this be Asian Third Div A, and this one will, of course, be Asian Third Div B. And that is all of our armies. Asian Third Div B. Fantastic. Look at that. That's a few armies. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to finish up our war against Ojibwe and Cherokee and see how much we can conquer in the, 12 years left in this game. See you all then. Hang on, did I do my outro? I don't believe I did. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I'll see you all next time.